I'm a city boy, born and bred. But for my latest adventure, I'm heading for the countryside of the north of England. Looks pretty desolate, doesn't it, with this heather-covered land spreading in every direction. My journey's taking me from the west coast of Cumbria, nearly 200 miles east to Robin Hood's Bay on the North Yorkshire coast. Oh, there he is! Oh, man, that was so good. As I cross this spectacular countryside, it's such a beautiful landscape. It's almost manicured. I'm meeting the people
Cheers, you've good health.
who live and work here.
There you go, you're a natural.
I was born for this. Any more fares? Wow! Ooh.
Should the Volvo?
I can't do it! It won't go. Oh my God, I panicked. This week on my coast-to-coast adventure, a 90-foot-high feat of Victorian engineering. It is pretty magnificent, isn't it? It's one of the only curved viaducts in the entire country. This is a bit of a treat, isn't it? Classic coaches providing a vital link.
Your conductor of the day.
Conductor of the day, yes! Get in! And the mountain rescue team on a race against time. The temperature's dropped and dropped, and the terrain has got more and more difficult. I've left the beauty of the Lake District behind me, and for the next stage of my coast-to-coast adventure, I'm heading into the Eden Valley, and beyond that, the Pennines. At nearly 200 miles long, the coast-to-coast route straddles the north of England across 3 national parks. But I'm stepping off the more well-trodden routes, creating my own coast-to-coast adventure. I'm about 60 miles in, and for this leg, I'm starting at Great Asby Scar, heading into the Yorkshire Dales and finishing at the tiny hamlet of Keld. Here we go. The scenery along the River Eden Valley promises to be the most varied I've encountered, and to get to it will require a sharp intake of breath or two. I'm hiking nearly 400 metres up to the dramatic landscape of Great Asby Scar. Isn't this the most extraordinary phenomenon? It's like I'm walking on the surface of another planet, but in fact, all this is part of a natural limestone pavement. 300 million years ago, all around here would have been part of a tropical sea. There would have been trillions of tiny little shells and bones and creatures who would have drifted to the bottom and mixed up with the corals, and the sediment would gradually have become solid rock. But it's the cracks and crevices of this lunar-like landscape that make the limestone slab so visually arresting. The reason that this landscape is so broken up is because of erosion. You've got these big lumps of rock, which are called clints, but you've also got these big cracks, like this one here, which are called grikes, and they're caused by water seeping into the vulnerable parts of the rock over tens of thousands of years. They can be up to 5 metres deep. And from our point of view, one of the good things about them is that they harbour lots of little plants and flowers. Look down here. That's a wall lettuce. You can actually eat the leaves. There aren't any leaves on it at the moment, just these lovely little flowers. But this is really interesting. It's one of the rarest ferns in the United Kingdom. It's a deciduous fern, as you can see by the fact that the leaves are already starting to darken. It's called rigid buckler, which I think is a great name for a fern. Between the barren and dry rocks, life's still teeming in this prehistoric landscape. It's amazing, isn't it, that this is the last remaining evidence of a 300-million-year-old ocean. You certainly wouldn't be able to get a skinny cappuccino and an almond croissant around here, would you? Well, actually, you might. In search of a cake and a barista, I have to go a little further south and then make an unlikely stop for a walker. The M6 motorway was carved through this rural Cumbrian countryside in the 1970s, cutting through farmers' land. But Sarah Dunning's dad saw this as an opportunity to sell local produce to people travelling through the area. Sarah, you've got the most extraordinary family story. How did it all start?
Mum and Dad are farmers. They settled here when they were married, and we're actually on their farmland here.
This, of course, was before the M6 came storming through.
The Department of Transport decided there was going to be a little motorway service area here, and my dad knew that he was going to have to do something else to make his farm sustainable.
Yep.
And they thought, well, it's on our doorstep, and I wonder if we should have a go and make a bid. So that's what they did. You know, the farmers and the food producers around here were the basis of what they sold inside. It was very small at the beginning, and...
How big?
It was literally a couple of petrol pumps, a very small cafe with 20-odd seats, and a shop which was probably no more than 5 metres by 5 metres. And then it grew organically as the motorway traffic grew.
Travellers who stop at the service station can taste the delights of locally produced food. And they can try one of Cumbria's most celebrated products, made right here on the premises. I'm about to learn the secrets of one of these. That is a Cumberland sausage, and they're made through here. Dave?
Hi there.
Can you show me how to make a Cumberland sausage?
As long as you don't go on telling everybody how we do it.
I swear I won't.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
That's all right then.
What's the meat you're chopping?
Shoulder of pork. Right, if you're okay to fetch that over here, Tony, we'll put it in this mincer.
Yep. There it goes.
Okay. You can see it's coming out there now. And now we add our seasoning.
What's in there?
Rusk, sage, black pepper, and I can't really tell you what else is in there. You can guess that.
The secret ingredient.
That's the one.
It's in there somewhere. This now iconic product has been granted protected geographical status. So, like champagne and Parmesan cheese, Cumberland sausage can only be made in its place of origin.
Right, we'll put the skins onto the filler now, Tony. These are natural hog skins. So what we're doing is cradling it with that hand. You don't want any gaps, you want a consistent thickness. Right, Tony, you feel confident to have a go?
I'll have a go, yeah.
Right, so you just support it with that hand.
Support its weight.
Yeah, just cradle it. Yeah.
Oh, it's going too fast.
Yeah. So you need your fingers just
Just tickling it.
Just tickling it, sir.
Yeah.
Tickling a trout.
Yeah.
There you go, you're a natural.
Oh, yeah. I was born for this. I got a bulge then.
Oh, yeah, a little bulge, but it's your maiden voyage, Tony. We'll
I could do
accept
this
that.
all day. Whoa!
Oh, stop,
no,
stop,
I've
stop.
got a split. Oh, has anyone got a bandage?
So you've created a Cumberland sausage. So if you will, we'll just put it into a ring. Yeah, that's it. It's like a Catherine wheel, isn't it?
I'll tell you what, this is a very big Cumberland sausage.
You won't need many chips with that one, Tony.
There you are, boy. I've got my sausage in a bun. I'll eat it on the bus. I'm crossing the north of England on my coast-to-coast adventure. I've now travelled 70 miles from the west coast of Cumbria and reached the village of Ravenstonedale in the Eden Valley. I could do with a lift to my next destination, and luckily there's a bus depot on the edge of the village, but it's certainly not what I expected. I haven't seen buses like these in over 50 years. Anthony Hamer has turned his passion into a business. Oh, Anthony, that is such a beautiful coach.
Yes, this is Florence.
Have they all got names?
They've all got names, yes. They're all like part of the family.
What about this one, Peter?
Originally from Bamber Bridge, near Preston. It used to go to the Leyland Motor Works in its heyday with the workers that were making the Leyland buses, you know.
And what about those two?
Those two, that's Daisy and Lawrence. Daisy worked in North Wales as a seaside bus, and Lawrence worked down around Manchester as a long-distance luxury coach.
Cumbria Classic Coaches is home to a fleet of vintage buses. They provide a vital transport link for rural communities, as well as a trip down memory lane for their passengers. Can I have a sit in one?
Of course you can, absolutely.
Fancy sticking my leg in the... Oh, oblige. Oh, it's like climbing Mount Everest, isn't it? Oh, this is amazing. I used to drive a coach that was sort of late 1950s. When I just left drama school,
Yes.
there was a touring theatre company, went all around the country, and they got this old coach, and they got nobody to drive it. And I got a backhander of £2 a week to drive something like this. I used to be knackered. All that double declutching and heaving the steering wheel around. When we got to the show at the end of the day, I used to have to go and have a lie down. I was so knackered. For an hour I would be there before I got my costume on. But it is wonderful, isn't it?
Oh, they're fabulous.
King of the road.
Well done.
What now?
Let's go and have a look at Harriet.
Where's Harriet?
Over there.
With a 9.8 litre engine and a top speed of 40 miles per hour, this lovely 1954 model is one of only 2 left in existence, almost completely in their original condition. Who's driving today?
I'm driving today, yes.
So what'll I be doing?
You're conductor of the day.
Conductor of the day, yes! Get in! This is a bit of a treat, isn't it?
Hello, how are you doing? Welcome aboard.
Thank you very much.
Today we're on the weekly 569 route to Hawes, and we'll be winding our way through some outstanding countryside. The Hobbs family are on holiday in the area. Why did you decide to come on a bus?
These two like going out on buses, and
Do you like buses?
we're here on holiday, so
Yeah.
it was an opportunity to go somewhere different, and it's part of the trip.
So where are you going to today?
Pause.
What are you going to do when you get there?
The cheese factory, I think.
Yep. And a bit of ropes, being scouts. So we're going to go to the rope museum place there as well.
So you might be able to do a bit of knotting this afternoon.
Yeah, we'll give them a go.
Any more fares? You paid up?
No.
I'll see you afterwards. Any more fares? These four-wheeled wonders aren't just for tourists. When the local bus service was reduced, the company stepped in and now runs a service connecting rural communities with the larger towns of Penrith and Kendal. Hi guys.
Hello.
Have you used this bus before?
Yes, many times, yeah. We don't have any public transport where we live now, other than these buses.
So it must be quite vital to you.
It is, yeah. We don't have a shop or a post office in the village, so without this, we'd be a bit stuck at the moment.
Today, Lulu and James are on their way to a family do. What have you got in there?
I've got a crumble for James's parents.
A crumble for the in-laws? Well, let's have a look. That's a proper way to use a country bus, to take a crumble to the in-laws.
Yeah.
It's like Red Riding Hood, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's fantastic how a brief bus ride can connect you with so many people, and a shame I have to get off. But I've earned my ride, and this is where I want to get to. That was really great. Thanks a lot. Bye. This is the Vale of Malastang, and at the top of this hill is a castle ruin. It's a place with a jumbled-up history of fact and fiction. That's the Eden River down there, and over here is Pendragon Castle. Uther Pendragon was the father of King Arthur, although quite frankly I don't think that castle's got much to do with King Arthur. It's 12th century. The keep's Norman and it's got 14th century and 17th century bits and bobs added onto it. Nevertheless, the notion that it had belonged to Uther Pendragon stuck, and myths and folktales started to arise, like the one that said that Uther tried to divert the River Eden in order to fill up his gigantic moat, but failed utterly. And out of that came a local couplet which went, "Let Uther Pendragon do what he can, the Eden will run where Eden ran." Leaving the River Eden and a local legend behind, it's time to get back to the present. I'm travelling to the village of Clifton near Penrith to discover how resourceful businesses have to be to survive here today. Abbott's Lodge Farm is producing premium products using ultra-modern technology. Hi, Stephen.
Hi, Tony.
Hello.
Lovely cows. I think they're queuing up now.
Yeah, I think it's about time we should go and milk some cows.
Come on then. Stephen and Claire Bland are tenant farmers with a herd of 300 Jersey cows, and milking time is a big job. What are they eating in there?
It's concentrate feed and the collars identify the cow.
Each of Stephen's cows wears a collar fitted with a unique chip. During milking, the computer monitors the amount and quality of the milk.
As sportsmen use sports nutritionists, we use a cow nutritionist and we formulate our rations. So we formulate for milk production, weight gain, if the cow's in calf, all sorts of things like that.
Brilliant. They're in now?
Yeah, so we better milk a cow. So what I'll do is I'll show you what to do with the first cow. Yeah. So first thing is we spray the cow. Yeah. So if you spray your cow, and what that does is it really is like a disinfectant, but it's stopping us putting any infection in the cow's udder. Then we strip the milk, and this is called thin the fore milk. And that's just to see if the milk's okay. So there's no. So if you can do that, try and keep your head up. That's it. That's it. Brilliant. Brilliant. And then we have a nice clean cloth, and we clean the teats. And what we're actually doing is imitating what a calf would do. A calf nuzzles, and that stimulates milk flow. A lot of people think that cow's milk is sucked out, but it actually isn't. It's a natural reaction.
The next step is to attach the milking unit.
And away you go.
Oh, it won't go in. That's it. Yeah, got it. Yeah.
Yeah, and there we go. And you can see the milk now starting to flow.
This technology is measuring every last drop of milk, calculating the volume per cow. A small electrical current then passes through it to check for bugs and health problems.
Although it costs a lot, it's returning its investment, helps us make more money by improving our health of our cows, our yield of our cows, and ultimately getting our cows back in calf, and that's what we need to do as farmers.
And what about the quality of life for the cow?
Oh, that's far and away better. Everything's cared for. We've now got mattresses for the cows to sleep on in the cubicles. They've got automatic scrapers to take all the manure away. So life's pretty good for a cow. You look after the cow will look after you. For us as a Jersey producer, we're in a niche market, and our milk buyer sells his products into high-end milk, like gold top milk.
So your milk is the Aston Martin or the Range Rover?
Absolutely, well, whatever you want, yeah.
What sets Jersey cows apart is that they're able to convert more of their diet into butterfat, giving their milk that famously creamy texture.
We've milked these cows, everything's OK with them, so we'll let them go. Just press that top button and it'll open the front gate.
Wagons roll. We were just discussing some of the technology around farming, and suddenly somebody goes, a cow's given birth, a cow's given birth. Did you... Look, sorry, mate, can you see her over there? It's actually happened just now. Look at this down here. Isn't that the cutest thing you've ever seen?
And I can tell now from here it's a girl.
So what does this mean to you?
In 2 years' time, believe it or not, this will be giving birth, hopefully to another heifer calf, to carry on the dynasty and producing quality milk.
Well, good luck, mate. Have a lovely life. Well, that was a nice surprise.
And this is what all farming's about. And there you are, it's trying to get up to have its first milk colostrum.
Oh, sweetheart.
There you are. Nearly its first steps in life. What a great moment. That gives me a buzz, that.
And me. While most of the milk goes for sale as gold top, Stephen and Claire use some of it to produce Jersey ice cream. Right, what are we going to do first?
This is the pasteuriser, so we start here. The milk comes just across the yard from the milking parlour where we've just been, and we add to that sugar and cream.
What's the pasteurising process?
It's just heating it up really quickly to kill any bugs that might be in the milk. But Stephen's very particular about the cows and the milk, so there's no bugs at all in there. In fact, it's cleaner than water. We want About 5 litres, or just under the 5 litre mark, so we'll have to turn that, yep.
All right. Oh, I didn't expect that to come out so fast. Nearly went hurtling backwards then. This milk was inside the cow only a few hours ago, so it's super fresh. The only other ingredient, strawberry puree.
Get into the bottom of the bucket. That's looking good. Yeah.
Right, where does this go?
We're heading over here to the batch freezer.
OK.
You all right, Paul?
Yeah. There he goes. Way. Lovely.
And then press the ice cream.
Hey! Oh, that's gorgeous.
And there you are. You can have a spatula to sort of level it out. That's ready to eat. We'll make some nice patterns in the top. There we go. Ice cream. A la Tony.
Shall I clean this?
If you like.
Good. That's not bad at all. That's not bad, is it? Next, I'm on top of the world. From the distance, they look like voices from across the millennia. And I meet the next generation of sheepdogs. I could train this one up, you know.
Well, that one is still available.
Oh, really? I'm on my coast-to-coast adventure exploring the Eden Valley, a beautiful and historic landscape in the heart of northern England. And I'm headed to the centre of its industrial heritage. Smardale Gill is a steep-sided valley with an important past. This is Smardale Gill Viaduct, built in 1861. It is pretty magnificent, isn't it? It's one of the only curved viaducts in the entire country. In its heyday, it was carrying 1 million tonnes of coke every year from the northeast to Barrow-in-Furness for iron and steel production. At 90 feet high, the 14 arches of the viaduct cross the steep sides of this narrow valley. Viaducts were key to the Industrial Revolution in the UK, enabling the development of railways through challenging landscapes like this. The viaduct was built by Sir Thomas Bouch, a Cumbrian engineer, as part of the South Durham and Lancashire Railway. In use for just over a century, the line closed in 1962. It's now been restored and given a Grade 2 listing to ensure its preservation. There's another tribute to the Industrial Revolution right here. This may look like an ancient Greek rampart, but it's actually a lime kiln, and they used to shovel the lime out here, put it in the trucks, and then send it down the tracks to Barrow. But the days when steam trains hurtled along here are long gone. Instead, this is now a beautifully protected corridor for the local fauna and flora. You've got this closely cropped landscape here and one on the other side, but right here you've got rare sedges, rare butterflies, and 9 or 10 different kinds of orchids, including whoppers like that one. The common fragrant orchid. Many families in this part of Cumbria live and breathe farming, with over 30 sheep farms in the area. It's a labour-intensive job, but farmers often have a four-legged friend to give them a helping hand. 26-year-old Joanne Bentham has been training border collies for around 10 years, and today I'm getting a masterclass in working with these canine colleagues.
Bye.
Hi, Joanne.
I'll do.
What's the name of the dog?
Faye. Come here, good lass. Lie there.
Hello, mate. You're beautiful, aren't you? So intelligent. And are they a particularly smart dog, do you think?
One of the smartest breeds. But then maybe I'm a little bit biased, so. A lot of people struggle to walk the dogs on leads and stuff, but like you see them working on the fell and they're running like half a kilometre away in your control, and you just can't believe that they'd actually listen to you from that distance.
Border collies are working dogs, bred for their stamina, intelligence and obedience. Fast learners, they thrive on a busy working farm. How long have you been doing this?
Well, it all started when I was about 15 and we had a litter of pups off one of our older dogs, and I just said to Mum, can I ever go at training one?
How long does it take to train a sheepdog?
It varies. Generally like 5, 6 months old, they usually take an interest in the sheep. 18 months, 2 years old is when most dogs are getting there with the training, but most people say they hit the peak when they're like 3 or 4.
The modern Border Collie breed descends from one dog named Old Hemp, bred in Northumberland in the late 19th century. Old Hemp fathered over 200 puppies before he died in 1903, securing the breed a future on British farms. What do you think makes a good sheepdog?
They've got to have a good attention span. They need to be keen for the sheep. So like you see Faye's just like always got an eye on the sheep, and they all want to be willing to please you as well, because if she wants to please me, she'll like do what I say.
With Joanne's training and skill at handling sheepdogs, she's got complete control over what the dogs are doing. She makes it look easy, but how will I fare asking Faye to round up these sheep? What are the commands?
If you want to go to the right, it's away. And
Away.
If you want to go to the left, come by.
Come by.
And it's sit down to stop her.
It's basically 3 things.
Basically, yeah.
Faye! Away, Faye! Away! Away!
Should I set her off for you?
No, I'm going to do this. Faye! Faye! Away, Faye! Oh. Away, Faye! The dog's obviously shy. I've never had this trouble before.
I'll get her started if you like, and then we'll see how she does when we get
Oh, all
closer.
right, you get them started.
Away.
Oh, look!
Away.
Come by's...
Left, yeah.
Come by, come by!
Oh, there you go, you've got her.
Come by! Good girl.
Get her to stop.
Sit. Sit. Away that way. Come by, come by.
Nearly there.
Well, I thought that was pretty good, one way and another. Faye's a hard-working sheepdog, so it's no surprise that she's in demand for breeding. Just 3 weeks ago, she gave birth to a litter of 10 adorable puppies.
Faye, lie there. Lie there.
Oh. They are magnificently cute. Are we allowed to pick one up?
Yeah, I'll get you one. Come on then.
The little eyes are going all the time, just like their mum, aren't they?
Oh yeah, as soon as you walk in, they're like, come on then, where's the food at?
Yeah. Why did you want Faye to have puppies in the first place?
She's like a really good working dog, and I found a dog that I really liked to go with her, and I just thought it'd be a good combination to have, really.
Will you keep one?
Yeah, decided which one yet though.
And will you train it up?
Yeah, and keep it as well, so it'll run alongside its mother, Faye.
What will you be looking for when you choose yours?
Been bold and sort of like not really scared of anything, so just ones that are a bit more feisty, I suppose.
You're not charmed by the soppy runt?
She's actually one of the feistiest, though.
Oh, really? Oh.
She's not really backing down that much, so...
Do you think most of these will end up as pets or as working dogs?
Well, hopefully we'll get them all off to working homes. We have had pups here before that have gone to be a search and rescue dog.
You could get one to do search and rescue.
That might be nice for them to go and do that, so something useful.
I could train this one up, you know. These pedigree pups make fantastic working dogs. And today, local farmer Sarah Hogarth has brought her 9-year-old daughter Fiona to choose one. Don't have to make your mind up until you've absolutely chosen which one you want.
Which one do you like?
Is it going to be that one? No, right, put that one to one side. Is it going to be this one? No. Is it going to be this one?
Yeah. That the one?
Sure?
Yeah.
Is it a boy or a girl?
Girl.
What's she going to call it?
Jem.
What's she going to be, a pet or a working dog?
Working dog, yeah, on the farm at home. We have 200 rough fell sheep, so yeah. You can't manage your day's work without a border collie, so yeah, it's part of life.
Who's going to train the dog?
Me and Fiona together. I'll train Fiona how to train her.
Are you as good as Joanne is at training them?
Probably not. I might need some help and advice along the way, yeah.
It's great being immersed in some of the fantastic countryside that Cumbria has to offer and chatting away to the people who live and work here. But there's one thing that's even better, and that is feeding 10 puppies. A new day dawns, and as I tramp away from the gentle farmland towards the fells, the weather is on the turn, and it's head down into the rain as I make a steep ascent. 2,000 feet up on the backbone of Britain is Hartley Fell. This is 9 Standards Rig, a series of huge dry stone cairns, some of them up to 12 foot tall. It's not clear what they are or why they're here. They've been keeping us guessing for centuries. Stephen Walker grew up in the shadow of these stones and has been studying them for years. These things are a conundrum, aren't they?
They're so huge that they can't just be boundary markers. They were built to be seen from 10, 15 miles down the Eden Valley. We know that they've been here for at least 800 years. Ordnance survey maps show them in the 19th century. They're mentioned by name on charters for Swaledale in the 16th century. And there was a perambulation done by one of the Norman lords of Swaledale in the 12th century, and they're mentioned by their name, 9 Standards. So that's about 800, 900 years of history.
I know you get a good view from here, but do you think this area would have been particularly significant to ancient people?
I think it would, because this is on the main spine through the whole of Britain. All the rivers flowing that side, the Greater and the Swale are going into the North Sea. All the rivers going this way, the Lune, the Eden and so on, are going into the Irish Sea. So this is an important point for people from both sides.
Dare I say this might have had some kind of ritual element attached to it?
I think they had the same appreciation of the religious merits of high ground, just as we have. People like getting away from the cities, away from the lowlands. Yeah. This place, I'm sure, has been frequented over the millennia for just that reason. And this is on the skyline. It's designed to be seen by a lot of people. Farmers use them as markers when they're bringing the sheep in to sort out strays from Swaledale and strays from Edendale. Now they're used as markers for the coast to coast, of course.
Of course, yeah. Would there always have been 9 of them?
Well, I've seen photographs where there are 11 or 12 of them. And also, there are foundations for other cairns further along. So perhaps they've moved around a little. One of the interesting things is piecing it all together and trying to work out why they were doing this and how they were doing it at different times.
From the distance, they look like voices from across the millennia. It's only actually when you're close to them that you realise they're actually modern, aren't they?
They are modern. They were rebuilt in 2005 because they were derelict and dangerous. And we were fortunate enough to find a local craftsman, and he rebuilt them.
So they are really sort of art objects now, aren't they?
Very much so, contemporary art.
I suppose the frustration of them, but the joy as well, is that they can be whatever you want them to be.
They've been all kinds of things to all men, and they're still performing a function as they have over the millennia.
What I find so fascinating about this place is that these markers have always been here. All right, sometimes they've collapsed and been rebuilt, but it's always had meaning, it's always been important. I'm on my coast-to-coast adventure, and I've come down from 9 Standards Rig into the nearby town of Kirby Stephen. It seems extraordinary to me that even after 300 years of industrialisation, you can still find little towns like Kirby Stephen, where you walk straight out of the countryside into the town without any suburbs, industrial units or parking lots. With just 2,500 residents, Kirby Stephen's more like a village, but its location in the heart of the Eden Valley makes it a hub for the outlying communities. Which one are you supposed to put the money in? It's a quiet town full of rural charm. What What do you do of an evening in a place like Kirby Stephen? Well, some people play it really hardcore, and I'm about to join them. I'm joining Kirby Stephen Mountain Rescue Team on a training exercise, but it's not in the classroom. Hiya.
Hello, Tony. My name's Adrian.
Nice to meet you.
Hi there.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
Even though it's just a practice, taking it seriously allows the team to really test their response to a call-out.
A call from the police that they've heard from a party of geologists and 2 have injured themselves in the gill up on 9 standards rig somewhere. It will be a little bit of a search to do when we get up there.
In every respect, this will be exactly like a mountain rescue, except that no one has actually been injured. With spectacular views, these fells are a magnet for tourists and die-hard walkers. But the ever-changing weather conditions can prove perilous for even the most experienced hikers.
OK, guys, as far as we can go. So we need Pac-Man medical, gases, back splints.
Is all the stuff in the back?
Yeah.
Kirby Stephen Mountain Rescue has been going for almost 50 years. It's come a long way since the early days of poorly equipped first aiders and makeshift stretchers. Today, it's a highly trained and committed team made up entirely of volunteers.
On a search like this, where we want to make reasonably quick progress, we just take the real basic essentials. So you've got medical gases on your back there, which is oxygen and Entonox, and for pain relief. It's about 15 kilos.
Just say it's 25, all right?
Weighs 25 kilos, Tony.
Thank you.
They should be over here somewhere,
Well,
Tony.
I can hear them, I think. Hello?
Oh, here we go. We're going to have to go round a bit to get down to you. We can't get to you from this side. So I think we can probably cross down where those stones are down there.
Yeah. Hiya.
Hello. Kirby Stephen Mountain Rescue. Looks like you need some help, yeah? Like, how did you do this? Where did you fall from? What sort of height?
Just over there. Yeah.
Just over these rocks here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put my foot in the drop and twisted. And,
Yeah.
And I tried grabbing her and...
OK, have you got some pain then?
Yeah, I've got pain in my arm. Yeah.
OK, Kath. We've got Chris and Jill here. I'll hand over to you.
Adrian, why did you pass the baton on to Kath rather than doing it yourself?
As party leader, I'd now take charge of the site. I'm site manager now. I'd wait for her to tell me what we need, and I'll radio that through to the rest of the team to start bringing gear up.
What's happening, Kath?
I'm just checking with Chris what's actually happened. Is there any reason medically this may have happened?
She does look pretty cold.
She is quite cold. If we could get the shelter, Adrian, if you could bring the shelter over, we'll put it over everybody and keep them warm.
With the temperature starting to drop, this shelter's essential to protect the patient.
We've got 2 casualties down here, so we could do with another casualty carer and buddy down as soon as possible, over.
Yeah, copy that, over.
Hello?
Hello?
We got a stretcher coming.
Excellent. Could you ask for another buffalo bag or something to keep Jill warm?
Can we have another buffalo bag or something else to keep her warm? Minutes later, the rest of the team arrive to help take care of the second casualty and move our patients to safety.
You're OK. You're not going anywhere.
You warm enough? Been warmer.
So now we've got Jill out of the area, we can now start dealing with Chris a bit more effectively.
Yeah.
Do a proper assessment of her, get the leg stabilised,
Yeah.
and obviously that's going to need to go in a splint. Get some proper pain relief into her. And we need to get a stretcher in here, because clearly she's not going anywhere without a stretcher.
Can I have a large dressing, a large leg splint and a pair of scissors?
Scissors, large dressing.
Scissors.
Thank you.
We're losing the light. It was difficult enough reaching the patient. Getting down from the fell could be a whole lot harder. It's funny, we know it's pretend. We know the 2 women aren't really hurt and this is just an exercise. But nevertheless, the tension's really ramped up in the last 10 minutes or so. We're losing the light very rapidly. It's really cold. The midges are biting like crazy. Imagine what it would be like if this was real. They've assembled the stretcher up there, but they can't get down this way. It's just too steep. So they've gone round the bottom of it. You can see it's not easy.
OK, guys, you want to bring the stretcher through and position it down here?
Okay, so critical phase now. We're trying to move the casualty from the current position onto the stretcher. Tricky, obviously, we don't want to cause any extra pain, so it takes a lot of very careful planning as to exactly how to move somebody, especially from a tricky position like this. Slowly, slowly.
Ready to lift, lift.
Too steep to go up the side, so we'll go the most logical route, which is down the beck. We've got some tricky ground to go over here with the rocks and boulders, some loose scree. That's going to be a bit difficult.
You just assume that these are all full-time members of the emergency services, but they're volunteers, aren't they?
Yeah, we're all volunteers. Nobody gets paid in mountain rescue in England and Wales. And we've got a right collection of people, you know, company directors, teachers, we've got a builder here with Jason, shopkeeper Grant, Steve there's got a fire safety installation business, gamekeeper down the end there, all sorts.
Ready to lift, lift. We started out on a really nice, warm, sunny evening, and the temperatures dropped and dropped, and the terrain has got more and more difficult. And now you've got this disciplined scrum of people carrying the injured person across this phenomenally difficult terrain. They're all voluntary, and they put their lives at risk and sacrifice all their time just to help other people. I've reached the end of this leg of my journey, marked by crossing the only county boundary on the trip, and I'm now halfway through my coast-to-coast trek. Before I came here, I'd no idea what the Eden Valley would be like. To be honest, I don't think I even really knew where it was, but I've really grown to like it. In fact, I think I probably like it more than I like the Lake District, and that's saying something. It doesn't have that claustrophobia that I associate with the Lake District, and it doesn't have the crowds and crowds of tourists, and it's easy to get about. And in its own way, it is very, very beautiful. I'll certainly be coming back. Next week, I'm in the stunning Yorkshire Dales. I'm off to market, where a farmer bravely lets me do his bidding. A quick march to the most unlikely of places to discover a wildlife sanctuary. Oh. And the colourful heather moorland's hardest workers. It's like I'm walking down a street full of factories, right in the middle of the Yorkshire Dales.